Zach with Web3 Reviews, thank you for being with us. Today, it is Friday, April 18th, and we're going to be talking about the crypto market. Let's go.
Remember that none of this is financial advice.
Man, so happy Friday. And what a better way to start a Friday than to talk about some music. Gala Music is one of my favorite places to play NFTs in the crypto space. And it's the only place where I'm playing music NFTs in crypto. There's a bunch of different music crypto NFT blockchains, but Gala Music's the one that I find the most legitimate. It's a part of the Gala ecosystem, and it's one of the 3 ecosystems that Gala themselves have built. They've built music, film, and games. And Benefactor, the CEO, says that he has a deal with a major film studio coming out. We'll talk more about that. But right now, I'm talking about music, man. I'm talking about one of my favorite artists in Gala Music, Lewis King. Lewis King is a star, man. He's been on Sway in the Morning talking Gala Music, and he's sold out countless tracks. We have had a ton of mainstream artists on Gala Music through Lewis King's features. We're talking Wiz Khalifa, Currency, Absol, Benny the Butcher, DMX, Royce da 5'9", Pusha T, Snoop Dogg. And of course, Snoop Dogg's on the platform as well. Gala Music has some big name artists on the platform. Mount Westmore, which is the combination of E40, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and Too Short. They put out an album under the moniker Mount Westmore. And it was badass, man. It was a great album. I'm a fan of what's going on at Gala Music, and I know that Snoop Dogg's talking about joining Tune FM on HBar, and I think that's fine. Multiple blockchains can succeed. He's already released a bunch of music on Gala Music. He's also going to be releasing content on Tune FM. You know, Snoop Dogg's one of these guys who has more music than anyone, all right? He's got music locked away in vaults, and if the HBar community wants some, hell yeah, man. They should get them some. Pushing NFT music is good. I don't care what blockchain it's on. As long as NFT music is being adopted, all boats are going to rise. And we can look at CoinMarketCap and we can see the top 20 projects that are considered music blockchain projects. You know, there are 20 projects that a lot of people haven't heard of, but we see LimeWire on the list. And we got him at Gala Music, the CEO of Gala, Benefactor, Eric Schiermeier. He was one of the people who created MySpace music. So we have some legacy players from the music industry who are creating on the blockchain. Okay, it's bullish. And if you're looking into trends and you're looking into things that are valuable, to get in on a token like Gala Music at the price point it's at, with the market cap it has, this thing is so low, man. It has a giant opportunity to run. And artists like Louis King have been pioneers in terms of not only coming and releasing their music here, but getting online and talking about how this has been more beneficial from a financial standpoint to them than legacy DSPs were. The ability to sell an NFT, to get royalties on that every day, to get a second stream of income from the sale of that NFT music, as well as to be able to release that on a DSP as well if you want to. Gala Music was a walled garden at one point where they were saying, hey, we'd like everyone to just release here. And now they've said, no, you can release on other places too. And your streams that you get on Spotify will also impact your rewards here on Gala Music. The more streams you get everywhere will boost your rewards and the rewards for the holders of your NFT. I think that it is a game changer. The reason why Snoop is at the forefront of this revolution in terms of music and entertainment is because you know that this needs to be switched up. The people at the top are taking in too much. People at the bottom are getting too little. And most of the time the artists are at the bottom. Gala Music and NFT music in general. Gala Film. I'm unsure who else is doing blockchain film, all right? But Gala Film, Gala Games, Gala Music, setting themselves up to both enable artists as well as to enable fans who are investing in the artists. I think it's really worthwhile, man. I think it is. And a lot of the times on this channel, we're talking about projects that have the ability to be worth trillions, right? We're talking about the XRPs, the Algos, the HBars. Tune FM is built on top of an HBar. We know that there's music coming to Algorand as well. I've seen that music is on Algorand. I can't remember what the name of the platform was, but there is music on Algo. So blockchain music's a thing, man. And Gala Music's a place where I like to lay my NFT roots in terms of the place where I'm listening to music, the people that I've connected with. It's actually why I started this channel. I didn't see anybody online talking about Gala Music and Gala Film other than from a technical, hey, here's how you set up your node standpoint. So I came on and decided I was going to talk about it. They were a community that embraced me. You know, of course, I'm buying NFTs. I was embracing them as well, right? It's a fun place, man. It really is. Their community manager, Think Jai-hoon, who's also an artist on here, he released a song. It's a great song. He said that he's going to be at the White House for the Easter egg hunt. And that's a part of what Gala's doing. They're doing something at the White House for the Easter egg hunt. That's insane. Gala is a plugged-in player. Something I look for in cryptos when I choose a crypto winner is plugged-in players. I could create a token. You could create a token. What's the difference between me and you and a Gala? It's Eric Schiermeier. It's the ability to bring a Snoop Dogg on board. You need money to do that. Eric Schiermeier is a plugged-in player, man. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying he's made his money. He's made his mark in tech. He's been here. He has a resume. He can hire the people who can build things technically. And I think that Gala has a resume which has stood the test of time. It's survived a bear market. It's had a giant run. It has an ecosystem which is ready to bloom. Gala Music and Gala Film are on the precipice of glory, man. And if you're still here, you're going to be fucking raking it in. That's what I'm here for. I'm also here for all the community I've built, man. I'm here because it's a great place. I believe in the ecosystem. But of course, you want to see a return on all your time, man. I'm here for that. I really am. I'm here to see this place blow up. Gala Music is 1.2 cents right now. Its market cap is 1.84 million, which is ranked 3,300 out of all 30 million cryptos in existence. It has a daily 24-hour trading volume of 1 million. There's currently 144 million music out. There's going to be 1 billion music in existence total. Hard capped at 1 billion. It's the same with Gala Film. Gala has a 50 billion hard cap, but there's only going to be 38 billion because there was a burn. There's a burn rate on Gala Music and Gala Film too. I'm telling you, to get in this early on a project that has a real ecosystem with real people who are not only listening, fans, but artists who are dropping. Artists are yearning for a place to drop, man. They want their shit to be not only watched, listened to, but appreciated, and they want to make money for it. And you know, when you're buying an NFT, you don't want to just be supporting some, like, who are you supporting? You want to know who you're supporting. You know, you want to actually be supporting somebody. The fact that you get something back, it's not just a JPEG. We're talking about this is a song that you can listen to, your friends can listen to, you can play it at a party. Like, yo, I'm earning royalties on this as we listen to it. What are you doing, Jeff? Thing is that Gala Music, Gala Film, these are ecosystems that I enjoy being a part of. Yeah, it's a gamble. You're invested in a low-cap project, but it's got a parent company, which is not a low-cap project, which I think makes it less risky than a low-cap. All right, if you look at that all-time chart, I'd say that Gala Music is ready to go off, man. I'd say it is. I'd say it's ready to go off. So it's Friday. We're having a good time, and we're talking about NFTs. You know you're having a good time in crypto when you feel like you are okay to talk about NFTs. You're hurting when you're like, man, I don't even want to talk about NFTs because I got burned on X, Y, and Z. Why the hell would I be talking about NFTs? It's like, dude, come on. Let's talk about it like this. NFTs are important for multiple reasons. They bring community. Community is value. Look at a Dogecoin. What does Dogecoin have other than community? They print 5 million tokens a day forever. It's a proof of work token, and it's not impressive technically, okay? It's literally just a meme coin that has a big community. Community is valuable. If there's a platform on top of a blockchain, like an XRP cafe, which has people building communities, that's huge, man. You're able to build a community through an NFT. You look at a Zed Run, you look at a CryptoKitties, you're able to build games through NFTs. I think NFTs are valuable, man. And if you think big picture, an NFT, a non-fungible token, that's anything that can be one of one, all right? That's anything that needs to be stamped as unique on the blockchain. Think deeds of homes. Think actual art in the real life. And a lot of these artists like Stahl Stallinson, who releases NFTs on the Flare networks, he'll actually send you a real life print when you buy his NFT. That's novel right there, man. You know, I have an NFT project myself that's called the Green Candle Boys, and it's a community of people who listen to this. You don't need to have the NFT to be a green candle boy. Just by listening, that's you. You're an optimist who's currently searching for a way to hit that green candle. Which communities should you be looking into? Which cryptos are worthwhile to you? To wait it out and wait for that green candle. Because you don't know when it's going to happen, but eventually it is. If you're in something real, 5 to 10 years from now, the price is going to be higher than it is today, I promise you. And I'm waiting it out on Gala Music, man. I've been waiting it out. Snoop Dogg famously released an album on Gala Music. It was called the Snoop Stash Box. He released an album on Gala Music. He sold it for $5,000. He sold 7,000 copies. He sold out. Do the math yourself, man. That's 35 million. After that, he sold NFTs as well. He brought other artists on who sold NFTs. We have multiple artists who are death row artists who I had never heard of before Gala Music, okay? The likes of an October London, who's now a Grammy Award winner. The likes of a Jane Hancock, who sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of NFT music on Gala Music. And right now, the rewards you get might seem like pennies, but when this token hits a times 100, potentially even a times 1,000, I think that those rewards are going to be exponential. And the thing about a Gala Music, not just buying a JPEG, it's not just an entryway into a Gala token or into a music token, which it should be. I think that holding a music token is valuable. But instead of setting up an everyday buy order on Coinbase for a music token, which you can't do, it's not listed on, you're getting in before it's listed on any United States exchange. Think about that. Before it's listed on any US exchange, you're buying a token. And it's in an ecosystem where its parent token is worth billions and it's the top 100 token by market cap. That's crazy. Huge upside here. A way you could set up an auto buy on Gala Music is to get in on a good track, which earns you back music token every day. Every day when you own a song on Gala Music, as long as it's paired to a node, which is super easy to do, you just go in and make sure it's still active. If you're paired to a node which goes down, you'll need to reactivate your song, unless that person reactivates their node, which they should, but you don't want to be in somebody else's hands, okay? Anyways, man, I'm having fun with this ecosystem. I'm having fun with NFTs in general. My Green Candle Boys NFT is just a JPEG. I'm not putting JPEG NFTs down. All right, and it's going to be given some community, man. It is. It's going to be, maybe there'll even be a crazy game. We got to blow out the candle or something by clicking a button real fast. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay? But just know this, crypto is here to stay and no one can blow out that candle. All right? Go check out Gala music. Go check out Gala film. Say what up to Louis King on the internet, man. I'm going to be releasing a green candle boy in the image of Louis King. Or maybe he's going to be a green candle boy wearing this shirt, famous in the metaverse. We'll see how it goes, man. I'm excited for it. I'm going to keep releasing these green candle boys. I'm going to keep making these videos. I'd be doing it even if no one was watching because it's fun to me. This is crypto therapy to me. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I'd have to call my dad, man. I'd have to bend his ear. He'd tell me he had to go. I'd be like continuing to say my last sentence, you know? He'd be like, I'm walking into something. I'd be like, well, Ethereum sucks, you know? Trade all your Bitcoin for XRP. Because that's how it goes in real life, man. I've actually been doing that, you know? And I do it ad nauseum. You end up losing people to talk to when you do this to them. No one wants to hear that shit from you, man. That's the thing is nobody wants advice from anybody. Everyone wants to feel like they know what the right answer is and they want to come to the conclusion themselves. All right, I'm not telling you to do shit. Because that's the thing, dude. My first job, bro, I was a dishwasher at the Cheesecake Factory. And I like to think of it like this. Like, imagine I was the dishwasher and they said, hey, you got to go be the busboy right now. Go get the dishes from said table. Let's say I walk past the table and I see some business people there. And I want to let them know about the truth of XRP, the truth of Gala music and blockchain in general. Why the fuck would they listen to me, dude? Like, I think about this when my kid's older in 20 years. Why would I listen to his moves, man? When he's telling me the stuff that he finds valuable. I'm like, cool, man. But you should, you know, you never want to be too big to see what other people think is valuable. There might be potential there. You don't always have to listen to somebody who's richer than you, man. But that seems to be what it is, all right? People only want to listen to those who are doing better than them, and it makes sense. Why would you take relationship advice from the person who's down worse than you, right? That's kind of the gist here. I was a dishwasher, and so yeah, nobody listened to me then, right? But I played crypto for 8 years, and I moved up jobs 10 different times. Got a little finance degree. Man, I talked my finance professor's ear off. I talked his ear off about cryptocurrency. They thought I was crazy, but I related everything back to the topics that was out of the finance book. They told us we had to write a 4-page paper every week on one of the key topics from each chapter in the book. Everyone had to pick a topic. I was able to relate each one back to the XRP versus Bitcoin argument. And by the end of the semester, when we had to write our final paper, I boiled that argument down to the very bones. That argument is this. It's XRP versus Bitcoin, sure. But it's also democracy versus communism. It's actually good versus evil. That's what it comes down to. Am I saying proof of work is evil? No, but proof of work doesn't work. And if you have something that can be overtaken by evil, if you have the hash power, you can overtake it. Sure, why would you do it? We don't know who Satoshi is. As much as I like to say it's the Ripple team, what if it's not? All right? Seriously, we just don't know. And so I'm here to ask these questions, man. I'm here to ask them. I'm a crypto philosopher, dude. So I'm asking the big whys. Why do we even care who Satoshi is? Well, because we can't adopt it as the world's reserve currency. If we don't know who it is, who holds 1/20th of the bag? We don't know. And that's fine. We don't have to know. There are better technologies out there. We don't need to run with Henry Ford's Model T. We don't need to run with the first car ever made. There are better technologies out there. And if you were taking a road trip with your money, you would want to be in the most efficient car possible. You wouldn't want it to be breaking down on the highway. Brad Garlinghouse famously said back in the day that the most effective way to move $10,000 from here to China was on a plane and a briefcase. That's changing, man. Regulations are changing. Zach with Web3 Reviews. Thank you for being with us. Happy Friday. Stay strong over the weekends. Who knows what's going to happen? Leg up, leg down, staying stagnant. Something tells me we're going to be in the same place come Monday. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. This gives you a golden opportunity to keep buying. Are you dollar cost averaging? Do you believe in the assets you're investing in? Or are you only here once the green candle struck? Get there before it happens, man. That's the best way to multiply your gains. Zach with Web3 Reviews. Thank you for being with us. Until next time.